Well, this is a massive tournament, we know, for both players, but for Mervyn, because he's had a couple of years where he's been really out of sorts, and he's come back far in now, so if he goes on and wins this, we'll see a completely new Mervyn King. And this young man, start of a massive career.
Would have loved to have got away there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, the first leg's important, because you want to get away quick, like Merv has first start, and you want to check out quickly. It just settles you down, and of course puts the pressure on your opponent in the first leg.
OK, Rod Studd and Nigel Pearson, your commentary team.
Van Gerwen away with his second visit, and remarkable that it's only his second appearance in Dublin at the World Grand Prix. He was here 3 years ago when he went out in the first round, and yet here he is in the final. Mervyn King, semi-finalist here 4 years ago. It is set up beautifully for a potential classic here at the City West.
100.
There will be a new name on the trophy, and there will be the biggest outsider ever to win the trophy, because Van Gerwen kicked off the tournament a 33-1 chance and King was 50-1, so good luck to anyone who picked either of these two players. But one of them is going to be picking up £100,000
95
at the end of the evening's entertainment. The other will get 50 for his troubles. But as Rod Harrington was saying, could be worth $250,000 in endorsements and other competitions you
93.
automatically qualify for, like the Grand Slam, so it's a real jackpot for either player.
Not to mention rocketing up the rankings as well.
170.
Nice dart from Van Gerwen. Oh, what a recovery after 3 missed shots at the double to get underway. Now can King take this out for a break of throw in the first leg? Treble 20, double 8.
88.
So an opportunity for Van Gerwen after a slow start. Slow by his own standards anyway. Double 8 he gets. He's off and running. Hold his throw. That's important at the start of a major final.
Well, it only took him 16 darts to win the first leg, and 3 of them scored nothing. Those 3 for Mervyn King. They've both been amongst the best in the business at starting doubles this week.
36.
And both round about 47%. Very impressive.
152.
Superb from King, but we did mention last night when Van Gerwen got the better of Wes Newton that the starting
100.
doubles are fine, but his Achilles heel quite often is the finishing double. I know he's gone all the way to the final, but that has been a problem for Van Gerwen, and perhaps one of the reasons why he hasn't
59.
made the progress until now that it looked like he was going to make when he first burst onto the scene. Still only 23 years of age.
60.
No major surprise to see him in a major final like this. The only surprise is it's taken him so long. 2 in from Mervyn King.
140.
King with 17 180s in the tournament. That's over double Van Gerwen's. But Van Gerwen quite often does switch down the board, and even when he hits 2 treble 20s, he switches down for 19s. Treble 18, or yep, he did go the treble 18 route.
90.
And Van Gerwen now looking to just put a little bit of pressure on, but King looking set fair to level this at 1 leg apiece in the first set of the final.
Well, he doesn't really like tops, but he hasn't got the option here, so double top. He'd much rather be on double 16. He's on double 10 now.
40. Maximally require 140.
I do wonder how many of those misses on tops and 10s is psychological with Mervyn these days. Double 14 for a 148. But in the finish, it was nowhere near, but Mervyn King's heart must have skipped a beat.
That would have been some party piece, wouldn't it? Double 10, levels it all up.
Mervyn King. Third leg is
Good start to the game.
Game on.
Which is exactly what we expected.
36.
A little bit of frustration for Michael Van Gerwen. But off and running all the same, and Mervyn, he's away as well.
52.
Had a blip really in his form, Mervyn King, and Went off the radar for a couple of years, of course, but we know what a fine player he is, and it wasn't so long ago he was a regular in the Premier League as well. Good to see him bouncing back and in a major final again.
His elbow is a lot better now. He had that
100.
spot to bother with the tennis elbow, Mervyn King. It's cured up. His throw has been restored to its former glory.
93.
Finding his range early on here. Delightful darts. Switching down the board here.
177.
Absolutely brilliant. Now Van Gerwen under a little bit of pressure with the throw in this third leg. Mighty Mike.
96.
23 years of age. Another one of those would do nicely for Mervyn.
140.
He's playing well, isn't he?
Match will require 136.
Has to go for this. Another one of those would do nicely. A real
96.
opportunity now for a break-up throw, the first one of the game. Double 16 for King to take the lead here.
Double 8.
Game shot on the third leg.
No bother.
Mervyn King.
King in front for the first time in this match.
First. Game on.
Quite applause greeting that double 8 from the crowd. No question who they're supporting. They're all behind the man in green, Michael Van Gerwen. And King gets away.
112.
Charismatic player. Likes his celebrations, as Mervyn mentioned in his interview. Was interesting that though, because
No score.
it's obviously played on his mind. But will Van Gerwen have much to celebrate here in this first set? Mervyn looking good.
140.
Well, the only time when you would have an argument is if you felt the celebration was being directed at you as at the opponent, some form of goading. If it's just a celebration, generally letting off a bit of steam, I don't think anyone can really complain. And I don't think Van Gerwen is
96.
pointing the finger in his opponent's chest in any way, shape or form. He's just showing what he feels inside.
He's enjoying the moment, absolutely.
56.
But it looks as though it's King who's going to celebrate the first set of this game. There was a moment last night when it appeared as though Wes Newton was a little bit agitated
96.
by Van Gerwen, but anyway, he's a mile behind here. So typical of Mighty Mike. Is it too little too late to save the set? King now. Tops for the first set.
Game shot on the first
Double
set.
10 it is, and Mervyn King is on his way. He's off and running. Will the King be in his counting house tonight, counting £100,000 and the World Grand Prix trophy too? Because Mervyn King has taken the first set off the young Dutchman, Michael Van Gerwen, at the City West in Dublin.